Got a ton of crap going on over here at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat, but we don't have a giant schedule. So, of course, we'll get our way through it. Chris, how you doing today?
Doing well. I had a solid day yesterday at 5-2, I think, and 1 point away from at least getting a near sweep of the board. Merrimack won by 18, needed him by 19, and fell short on that one. But overall, a great day.
I had the
Hoping to build
same
on it.
one. Had the same one. Had the same one. Rod?
Another good day. Got out of my losing streak. Well, a nice 6 on one day. Damn camels. Camels know what they got me.
Another heartbreaker.
Yep.
They were there the whole way.
Yeah, they were there the whole way and just lost it at the end.
I hit that big plus 342 on the show yesterday with UConn minus a dozen against Florida, and they were never outside that dozen. It was exactly how we drew it up on the telestrator. It was select a seat day with 10 minutes left to go in that game, man. It was an empty stadium when Castleton was getting dunked on left and right. I mean, it was ridiculous. That was like, it was like a scrimmage, right, for UConn? I mean, they really just mopped the floor with them.
They look like they didn't care. They're just like, okay, let's try this for fun.
It was like in the first 10 seconds of the game, UConn missed like 4 shots, got every offensive board, and it was like, this is going to be a long night for the Gators, right? They didn't even score on that sequence, but they got 4 offensive boards, and it was like the Gators, couldn't score either, then the Gators scored first, but it was still like, oh, they're going to win by 150, And, they just cleared it out. And Castleton, I mean, he was the poster child of the posterization at the college level. I mean, he just got dunked on all night, right? I mean, isn't that basically what happened there? I mean, it's the new Jeopardy category.
Castleton poster.
No, well, it's like, the Jeopardy category. Posterized Castleton within the last 24 hours. It's like, it's enough players to fill a category and then some. It was a beat down. I mean, that was epic. I had my play of the day was Arizona State, and they started off an 11-point deficit against SMU. Yeah, they'd have nothing of that, man. They came out in the second half possessed, They absolutely dominated. Arizona State's a good team this year. They are good. SMU came out fired up. They played them really well in the first half. They cut it to 5 at halftime, Arizona State, and then it was, if they would have played another 20 minutes, they would have won by 50.
Yeah.
But today is another day. We've got NFL football from SoFi. Got the Raiders visiting the Rams. Chris, what do you think of this thing?
Oh man, this is. I looked at this. I'm still trying to figure out who the Rams are actually going to start at quarterback. Is it going to be Walford here? Is it going to be Baker Mayfield? Who knows at this point? But I'd lean towards the Raiders from a side perspective, but it's still hard for me to lay 6.5 points with the Raiders on the road, even though they are playing the better football by a mile. So I like the under in this one. The Rams offense was struggling at the best of times, even when Matthew Stafford was in. And, I don't expect them to have much success here with either Mayfield or Walford at quarterback. But I also expect a healthy diet of the Raiders running the football here with Josh Jacobs. Thursday night unders have been usually pretty good to us, especially like short week, sloppy play, especially when you're trying to figure out a new quarterback situation for the Rams. So I like the under in this one.
Well, Chris Rufalo says healthy diet. It's time to stop and listen. Rod, what do you got to say?
Well, for me, this one, I'm going to do the Rams.
This stuff writes itself.
I'm going to do the Rams. I don't care who they have at quarterback. I'm not going to lay any points with the Raiders. I don't trust this Raiders team. If you look, even their last few, they covered 6.5-point spreads. They won by 7 last time out against the Chargers because they got the touchdown in regulation there at the end late. But otherwise, the last 2 have been overtime. 6 points, 6 points. You don't cover those. Can be closer to this one. I kind of lean to the under as well, but I'm going to take the Rams plus the points in this one. I think they could keep it closer than the 6.5 against the Raiders. I don't trust this Raider team.
Yeah, I think when I look at a game like this, I see I see under all the way, but the betting tools push me to the over. So I don't love the total in this one. I have a premium pick on the side, so I'm gonna I'm gonna go to the over because that's just what the betting tools pushed me on. They say the Raiders games are just always over on these Thursday night spots. Kind of makes sense since they stink. Bad teams generally give up a lot of points, but the Rams have been a bad team not giving up a lot of points. So who knows? But I'll take the over. We got the contest coming up. I sent out an email on it. We've now made a few posts on Instagram and Twitter. We'll do a few more roundup posts. But Rod, where are we at with the totals of people entered?
So far, we got about 110 people. There were a couple people that didn't get a name.
That includes today's? That includes today's?
No, I haven't got to today's people that are in there yet, but we're at 110 right now. There's a couple of people that I know that when they signed up, you got to have a name. I can't put you in a contest if you don't have your name. It's rule number 2. It's stated right there, clear is rule number 2 in the contest. You must give me a name.
I showed 291 comments on the post.
So it's because you got Mills in there, chat with some people, and then when I respond and giving people a number, that's double the number that's on that that was there. So I've got 110 people on the spreadsheet so far, and I'll be going back through that again today and adding anybody else who was signed up over today. Still got a couple days to sign up, so definitely head on over to Instagram and sign up on a post. You feel you got what it takes to be the next capper. I'm hoping we can get like 500 people in there. More the merrier.
Yeah, I did. That's what I'm hoping for. That's why I was asking how many we got after today because I sent out that email. But, all right.
A couple more days to get to. I think we can easily get to 500 people.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll find out. I'll do a video on it as well this afternoon. But public humping the over. I don't know what that means, man. You know, it's like at this point the information we get is so bad. You know, it's like it's not even close. No, we're not doing videos for the capper contest. We're just doing picks. We're gonna keep it simple this year, and just have if we've shortened the time of the contest, we've simplified it, and we've eliminated the people that don't enter picks. You know, in a hurry. You go those minus 330s. I think we should add in that if you're more than 1,000 points out, with at a certain point, you get eliminated. Maybe 2,000 early. You could go on a run, but it's highly unlikely.
Right? I've yet to see it in the last couple of contests. Someone down 2,000 to come roaring back.
It could happen though. It could happen.
It can happen though. Yeah, definitely can happen.
Could happen. And as we go to the NBA, just 3 games today. A small but boring card. Got the Heat against the Clippers. The Clippers just screwed me like no one gets screwed last night. Up by 27. Don't cover the 7-point spread against the Magic. I think they lost outright. Turned it off. Spurs against the Rockets and the Blazers against the Chicken Nuggets. Chris?
Yeah, I remember when we were talking with Big Al on one of the weekend shows, we were talking about the Spurs, said that this would be probably the one game over the Spurs, I think at the time, next 16, where they would have been favored, and even they're not favored in this spot. I'm going to go with the Houston Rockets here. I know the losing skid won't last forever, and this does seem like a logical spot where maybe the Spurs could rise up and snap the losing streak, but the Rockets have been playing fairly well. They've beaten the Phoenix Suns. They've beaten the Philadelphia 76ers in recent games. And I like the direction that they're headed in. The Spurs, it seems like they don't know which way is up right now. And, until they figure it out, I can't back them, especially when we're only laying a bucket with them on the other side. So give me the Houston Rockets in this one.
Rufalo liking the direction of the 7-17 Rockets. Rod?
And in these games here, I'm going to go with I'm going to take the Clippers. I know they blew it yesterday and did the Clipper things, but I'm going to take the Clippers plus the points here against the Heat. Heat have not been good. You look at the Heat, 3-12-1 in their last 16 at home. That's not good. And the Clippers 5-0 ATS the last 5 trips to Miami. I think this was a game maybe they were looking ahead yesterday. I don't know about that. There's so many question marks. I like the Clippers plus the points here in this one. I think this comes down to who's got the ball last in a first to 100 type game. So I like the under there too. So we'll go with the Clippers plus the points in that one. And I agree. I think there's no way you can back these Spurs in the form that they're in. They can't even score 100 points. I got to go with the Houston Rockets here in this one.
I'm telling you what, man. I got news for everybody out there in this capper contest. If you can't figure it out, the rules, just don't enter. Seriously, if you can't figure it out how to enter, just don't even think about it. You're not going to last 5 minutes working with me. I'll be honest with you. I'm fair. I'm tough, but fair. These guys will tell you, man. I give you the shirt off my back to everyone that works with me. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. More benefit, more doubt than anybody ever would, you know? But one thing I do not tolerate is stupidity. And it's like, I will not tolerate it, man. You do not waste my time with something that is clearly stated. It's annoying, man. I think we should go through this list and get rid of some of these people already. It's like,
already. Nah,
I mean, how hard is it to type? How hard is it to go to a post and type "I'm in"? How hard is that? If you struggle with that, you're not gonna last 5 minutes with me. You're not.
No.
You know, you're not. It's like we have people that have been here forever. We have people that last 2 months or less. You know, but it's like if you can't respond to something like that, you're not gonna last a minute.
Yeah, exactly. Because I've seen there's a few people in there that just jumped right in. It's like, obviously you have not read the rules. Obviously.
Yep. Anyways. God, man. Super annoying. Yeah, if you're direct messaging me on Instagram, you're probably not gonna win.
Probably, yeah.
Because it's
no
like,
need to draw.
I don't know how to do Instagram. I don't check it. You know, I used to do some posts on there, some reels. I might start doing it again, but it's like as far as like checking it and like having it a primary part of my life, I don't even know like where on my phone the app is anymore. You know, not the way to contact me. I just don't think it's that difficult. I just don't.
No, it's very set out.
Is it that hard, Rod? Is it like?
No, it's if you read the rules before you enter the contest, everything's
How about this
plain as
question?
day. It's right
How about
there.
this question? Is the contest only on Instagram?
Yes. We've stated this I don't know how many times. It is only on Instagram.
I don't know. Give up. I give up. I've given up on people. Take the Heat against the Clippers. I hate their guts. After yesterday.
See, that's what they want you to think. They're like, you Clippers, you. I'm taking the Heat out of spite.
The Heat haven't been that bad at home, but they have not covered spreads, that's for sure. Go to NHL. Any games today?
Yeah, 5-game card.
5-game card in the NHL. Leafs versus Kings. Lightning versus worst name in sports. Old logo. New logo. Versus the Red Wings. Got the Blues versus the Jets. Jets. And the Star versus the Ottawa Senators. Small but crappy card. Chris, what do you like and what are you selling?
I thought you were going to say small but crappy, and I was like, if you looked at me. Anyways, I like the thank you. Appreciate it. I was waiting for it. Self validation. I like the Leafs in regulation. They're just playing some really good hockey right now. And the Los Angeles Kings, they are a team that provides value in spots, but they haven't been, as strong on the road as we saw last season. I wouldn't necessarily go towards the puck line here, just because the Leafs haven't been very good on the puck line at home, and the Kings have been 10-4 to the puck line on the road. But I think the Leafs can win this one in regulation, so I'll take the Leafs in regulation there. I also like the under between the worst name in sports and the Lightning. I think to me that just looks like a 1-3 wins kind of game. I think both teams playing well. Both have won 7 of their last 10, and I think it's going to be the 1-3 wins, 3-2, whichever way you slice it. So I like the under there. Like the Panthers on the puck line against the Red Wings. Florida, just at home, the Red Wings, despite all the improvements they've made to their team, still struggling to win games on the road. And Florida's won a lot of these recent meetings with Florida convincingly. So give me Florida on the puck line there.
Rod, what do you like?
I like the under in the Kings and Leafs. The way the Leafs have been playing, 7-3 to the under in their last 10. Definitely playing solid D. The Kings coming to town. Definitely 1-3 wins that one type game. So I love the under 6.5 in that one. I love Tampa Bay here. I'm going to fade the worst name in sports. I like Tampa Bay. They're playing good hockey again, 7-3. Both teams playing not bad, but I like Tampa Bay. I think they're going to go on a big, long winning streak here. So give me the Lightning. Big number. Take them on the puck line. I think they win by 2 in that one. Might need an empty netter. You might sweat a little bit, but I think they get an empty netter in that one and easily cover the 2. So be a no doubter in the end. So I'll take Tampa Bay on that one. And the other one, I like the Blues here against the Jets. Blues, they finally got themselves a win, and we know when the Blues finally get a win, they win 2 or 3 in a row. So I'm going to go with the Blues here in this one over the Jets. Also like the under, probably a lower scoring one in that one. And the other one, I like the under here, Dallas and Ottawa. I think you got a hard hitting, low scoring one. The Sens 8-2 to the under in their last 10, and we know what Dallas can do. Both teams down to scoring very minimal. Definitely a 1-3 type game there. So take the under, Dallas, Ottawa.
I'm going to take the Jets against the Blues. Just betting tools pick all the way. And the under in the Leafs, Kings, betting tools pick all the way. Nothing more to it. Go to college hoops. Small but crappy card once again. Ohio State against Rutgers. UMass against UMass Lowell. Duquesne against Marshall. Iowa State. Montana State, St. Thomas. Minnesota, Michigan. Colorado State. And Utah, Jacksonville State. Anything here at all, Chris, for you?
Yeah, there's a couple I like here. I like Iowa State plus the points against Iowa. I know Iowa can be a tough place to go on the road and win a basketball game, but these matchups, these rivalry games between Iowa and Iowa State are usually close. The underdog 7-1-1 against the spread in the last 9 meetings. So I'm going to take Iowa State plus the points here. I liked how they played defense, and sometimes when you look at these Iowa and Iowa State games, you take the underdog plus the points, maybe sprinkle a little bit on the money line as well. The underdog can fully capable of winning this game outright, and we've seen it multiple times head to head. So it's Iowa State plus the points, and Iowa State a little bit on the money line as well. And I lean towards Rutgers plus the points against Ohio State. I think that's just going to be turned into sort of a knockdown, drag out, 2-3 point game at most. So give me Rutgers plus the points.
Chris Manriquez signed up for the contest on Grindr. That is a different contest.
Oh boy.
Rod.
Oh boy. Let's not talk about units there.
Ooh. Rough. Woo. He went there. It didn't even take him long. He went right there.
Didn't take him long on Grindr either.
It went right there, Rod. Chris, knock knock.
Who's there?
Slam.
Slam who?
Another slam on Ryan Castleton.
Castleton signed up for the Grindr contest too?
Oh my God, man. A lot of you guys played hard, except for Castleton. I'm very disappointed. I mean, how is a guy that big, that much of a non-entity? It's I got some good seats here for you for the
What
Gators basketball game for the second half. And there's nobody there. It's like a ghost town.
what's that scene? Is it that scene from
It's like the
is it Full
popcorn
Metal?
vendors all pissed off. It's like
Is is it the scene from Full Metal Jacket where he goes, "How tall are you? 6'1". I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
Castleton.
How tall are you? 7'1". It's the tallest stack of shit I've ever seen in my life.
Man. It's like they should have it in the stat line, like how many times Castleton was dunked on. The thing is that UConn has that guy, like the big guy. They can just like,
Yeah, Sonogo.
yeah. Oh no, not him. They have the other big guy
Oh yeah.
that was like just dropping him in, up
Yeah.
at the top of the hoop. It wasn't really like a dunk. It was kind of like a soft dunk, right?
Yeah.
But Castleton, he stood there and watched it for sure. Very good, nice job standing around by Castleton. It's like, oh fudge. No, not you. I meant oh fudge. It's like we heard fudge a lot last night. Like, not you. Florida's got the guy named Fudge. It's kind of like his family changed the name.
It's a fun.
We've gone straight, Changed the name to Fudge from what it used to be. It's a good one, man. That's a good last name. I like it.
Fudge.
Fudge!
Not you, I meant Fudge. I had Pitt last night on the money line. I lost that one. I took him at plus 145, but I also had it on the
Plus points?
Yeah.
Yep.
But I lost that money line. Rob, what do you like in these games?
In these games here, I like I like St. Thomas here plus the points against Montana State. I think they heat up from the 3-point line and get the job done. I think that's too many points for Montana State. Montana State doesn't defend the three very well either. They're ranked 202nd against the three. So Tommy's start going off and hit threes. This is gonna be a close game. So take St. Thomas plus the points in that one. And the other one I like here is the later game. I like the Gophers here plus the points versus Michigan. This will be the first game for Michigan after coming back from Europe. This is their first true road game of the year. Tough spot to come play in Minnesota. So I think it comes down to who's got the ball last. So I'd rather have the points. So I'll take the Gophers plus the points in that one. Two I like there.
Florida's shooting an astounding 30% from the floor last night. 64% from the line. It's not
Ooh.
just
I ain't gonna get you anywhere.
Just-
64% for the free throw line. Yuck.
You're not going to cover a 4.5 point spread that way, that's for sure.
Nope.
Especially when you're down by 25 most of the way. They reeled it into 21. They got all excited.
So you're saying there's a chance?
We got it to 20.
Got it down to 21. I don't like this card at all. This is, I think, the worst college basketball card of the year so far. One of them. I kind of like Colorado State against Colorado. I like Michigan a little bit, but not enough. I like Iowa State, but not enough. And Marshall. The Marshall plan. All right. Quick show today. Parlay time.
Yeah, I'll take Rutgers plus the points. I'll take Iowa State plus the points, and I'll take the Florida Panthers on the puck line.
Rod?
We're going to take the Tommies plus the points. We're going to take the Blues on the money line, and we're going to take the under in the Kings and Leafs.
Marshall, UMass, and Colorado State for me. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining us. Make it a winning day. We appreciate each and every one of you. Quick show today. Sorry about that, but we'll be back full speed tomorrow.